to. I think, one thing I'll say is I was very critical of their move after week 2 because I was concerned about the message you send to the locker room, but they certainly have answered that question, winning 3 straight games. And I think you look at this team, they're very good on defense. I love the acquisition of Ray Horton to be their defensive coordinator. He understands that division because you have to win your division first. Their defense is very solid. I think they have one of the top tight ends in the National Football League in Jordan Cameron. And if they can get solid play out of their quarterback, Josh Gordon and Little on the outside, they can still be a factor in that division.
We bring back in our friend Amy Trask. Amy, what's your read on the Cleveland Browns? Do you think they could actually be a factor in the division?
Sure. It's early in the season. Look, it takes a certain bit of serendipity to keep one quarterback healthy for 16 games, and if you're in the postseason thereafter. It really is serendipity to keep a quarterback upright all season. Cleveland is very well positioned because they've got depth at that position. It was Weeden, then Hoyer, and now Weeden. And of course, Norv Turner does a tremendous job at putting his players in the best position to win.
I think you're right. I think the coordinators are absolutely superb in Cleveland. You mentioned Norv, and Coach mentions Ray Horton. I think that's a spot-on take. Bill, how difficult is that? Because Weeden, I know he was hurt. He got benched. Hoyer's fantastic, energizes everyone. Now as a coach, how do you get everybody to rally again around Brandon Weeden?
I think we sit here and look at one way of doing it, and that's in Cleveland. Another way of doing it was in Tampa Bay, and how that was handled when you benched Josh Freeman. And I think, again, in this situation, obviously Weeden was hurt. Brian Hoyer comes in and gives him a lift. But the one thing with Weeden is he knows, listen, this is his opportunity. And if indeed the message was sent that they're not sure they have the quarterback of the future, what greater motivation does he have than to go out there and perform? And I think the biggest thing for him is not to turn the football over. We've seen the blueprint in Kansas City. We've watched what they've done. If you have a good defense, and I think Willis McGahee, he's probably rusty a little bit, but he will get enough in a running game to supplement that passing game. And I think the biggest thing right now for Weeden is just to make sure he's not a reason that they lose and let the rest of the team be a reason that they win.
Amy.